Good morning, good morning, good morning. We're a few minutes early. Janet got off a few minutes early. Janet, that looked like a fun project. I popped in and saw a little bit of it. I'm checking all my little technical things right now. Looks like everything's good. Um, I'm gonna double check it just to be sure, because those little technical gremlins can cause trouble. There we go. Looks like it's good. Hi, Arlene and Amy and Anne and Jean and Meri and Nat Sheila. Good morning, everybody. You guys are earlier risers than I normally am. Um, well, you can't see it all if I do it that way. Oh, artful. I should know your name and I can't remember it, but I'm so glad you're here. Hi, Ruth. Hi, Miss Gigi. Hi, Melissa. Let me go back out a little bit. I'm going to wait just a couple of minutes until a few more folks get in before I start on my little spiel that I have, but it shouldn't take too long. Tori, thank you, Meri. Tori, thanks. Hi, good morning, Tori. I'm pretty sure it's on my list, but one of those things, there's brain cells. I don't have them early in the morning, that's for sure. Um, and thank you again, Meri, for swapping with me. Good morning, Tanya. I have a eye appointment. I messed up and scheduled an eye appointment, and I was not going to be able to do my live stream if Meri hadn't been able to swap with me. Tanya and friends, again, grabbing coffee. Okay, you could grab some coffee. I'm going to get some water. I start my day with lots and lots of water. Meri, do you think it's okay if I go ahead and get started, even though it's not 7:35? If I missed anybody coming in, I'm so glad you're here. Hi, Rhonda. Hi, Rachel. No. Hi, Vanessa. Well, I'm going to go ahead and sort it and just do a little kind of flip through of some things so that I can start on my piece. If you didn't notice the title of this video, please, in the description box is my artist that I admire and that has influenced me, and that is Teesha Moore. Now, Teesha's channel does not have a lot of videos on it, but one of the big things about Teesha's channel was that it is one of the very first channels that caught my attention for art journaling and junk journaling. She's not so much into junk journaling, but the art journaling part of my journey into this kind of crazy mixed media thing was truly launched because of Teesha Moore. There is a link to Teesha's video channel down in the description box, and there is also a list of all the hoppers this morning. Those are not direct links to their videos at the moment, but at the moment they will be the links to the channels where the hop is. And remember that the hop stops in the middle of the day and then goes on back. Fabric that needs cutting, birthday gifts to make, dusting to do. Oh, Ruth, goodness, there's no time for all that for me. And remember to thank Meri very, very much for putting this all together for us. But these, I want to show you, these are some of the very, very first journals I ever made. And they're not finished by any means. I left these are junk journals. They're made with pages of paper from, okay, this was a piece of cardstock, and this is a magazine page. And so there's just all kinds of paper in here. whatever fit. And I left them with blank pages because it was my intention to uh, journal on them, actually write on them. But one of the things that Teesha does is she does a lot of this framing around the page, and then she does this collage thing. And good morning, Rachel, and anyone else who I missed. She uses parts and pieces of other pictures and adds in and creates these sort of worlds that don't really exist, or these creatures that don't really exist. Oh, Rachel, that's very good news. So glad. Hi, Candy. And okay, so I just really wanted to show you more of my finished pages that I had done sort of in that style. And if you know, there's an awful lot of dots here. And if you guys know me, you know that the dots also kind of come into my work now. I mean, these have to be, they're not dated. This is an envelope. I just wanted to show you how it's a junk journaling thing. The dots and things still show up in my work. That's a big part of my work. This is an maybe not finished. I haven't decided. You know how that goes. Got to lurk. Okay, Arlene, I'm just glad you guys all came. This is an unfinished page, but it's the beginnings. This one is not so much the creaturey thing, but the sort of the bordery thing. And this one has napkins as background, pieces from magazine pages, things like that. Amy, it's a mixture of pages that are cardstock, are magazine pages, are pages out of catalogs. I did a this piece is whatever the length of the paper was that's extra. It is sort of folded in half. Here, this one. Let me see if I can. This one might make a little more sense because there's less done in it. But you see how this piece is cardstock here? Well, this piece is cardstock there, but that piece is folded. And it's just like, what do I want to call it? It's stitched to bind it together. I'm going to the middle. It's got like a pamphlet stitch in the center of it. Good morning, Roy. Hi, Kimberly. Okay, that's a page that really shows the beginnings of a page. It has border. It has odd things to create these characters or people. These are wheels kind of thing. This is a V8 bottle for her body, and a pepper, I think, for her head. So that, and then we're going to make a page. Oops, no, this is another sort of worked on page, and this is another little creature that's going to be there. I guess this is more finished ones. Hi, Janice. Hi, Janet. This is little pieces of paper turned into thing. turned into design. Sorry. After watching Teesha Moore and watching some other artists, I started to do more layering. This is got stencil and paint and things like that. This is very definitely a Teesha Moore kind of look to it, with the borders, with the ladies that are created out of, and she has this thing about hats. So they sort of have hats. Okay, now then, I put together stuff so that I can make a page this morning, and I thought I had a page laid out that I was going to use. Yeah, let's use this one. It looks like a good one. That's not going to work. One of the reasons that I have 3 books, guys, is because, and even then I made 3 books, because, we'll just use this one. I don't like to use the heat tool to dry things. So if I glue something, and I use a mixture of Mod Podge and glue, then I don't have the ability to work on that page anymore. So I have to move on to something else. And therefore, I have to be able to mix back and forth. But one of the things that on Teesha's videos she talks about is borders, and that by creating a border on your page of some sort, you ground the page. I'm sorry, guys. Hi, Mandy. I am not paying attention to chat. I do apologize. And the other thing is that she uses these images that are out of context. So if I look at this image and the way it is, and it's a library and everything, then it looks like a library. Thank you, Rachel. If I take and use it in a different manner, then it doesn't look so much like a library. So if we create our border, like so, and I'm not going to like this at all. Give me a second, guys. Sorry. I somehow got myself discombobulated. That's just not gonna make me happy at all. Let's just work right here. That will make me happier. We can do our border. Like so. We're going to need another piece. Probably going to need a couple, but we're just only going to cut one more. Thank you, Rachel. Hi, Janet. Mindy, give me. I'm trying to figure out chat. I missed so much of it. I wasn't paying attention. So we have our border now. Now we have to think about what kind of little creature we might create, or person we might create that has some differences in the way they look, kind of thing. So the idea is to look at things a little differently. Don't look at them as if they were a flower, or this one is a popsicle. These are lemons and limes, right? These are eyeballs. These are hats. The one I took out from here is a plant that's going to be her hair. So it's about looking at it just a little differently. Hi, Vanessa. Let me see here. I don't think the lady's body is going to fit underneath her. So I think she is going to have no body today. I think she's going to, let's see, I was thinking that she might have a body. And it's going to just not fit today. So I'm going to go and leave her just as a head. She's probably going to be sort of a floating head. But if we put her where her head is tight, slightly tucked under the border. I don't like her tucked that far under the border. Her chin is going to be tucked under the border. Okay, and now our popsicle is going to turn into her nose. And she has a grass for hair. Let's see, we sort of covered up the border a little bit, but that's okay. And then she has lemons and limes for eyeballs. I don't know, but what I like her better. Maybe her chin should show on the border. There we go. I don't like the border. The border's too dramatic. It's too big. So we may have to cut it down. And then I thought maybe she needed a little bit of decoration on her hair. Just a little, like, we may do the border some other different way. I'm not liking the border this morning. Sometimes you have to look at things and see what fits and what doesn't. Or maybe if we put her over here, I will like the border better. Nope, liked her better where she was. Yep, liked her better where she was. I'm just going to put her out here in the middle just a little bit, like so. And I'll think about the border in another step. Sometimes that happens to me. I think I know what I want, and it doesn't happen that way. Oh no, the lady will sneeze, ice, and then they will have to mow her hair. Yes. Oh dear. Okay. Oh, build a face. Yeah, build a face. That's kind of what she is. She's kind of build a face. So I like her like that. I kind of like these 3 rings coming out of her head too, and I can now see where I will tie those in with my pen work. When I go to do pen work, the biggest thing about a collage with these kinds of collages are that once the collage is created, then you just go over the top with pen work. The one that was weird. And I just really don't think I like the borders. I have to decide before I start gluing things down. And I just don't think I do. So I think she's going to just be a floating head for the moment, unless she gets, maybe she could have a body that came off the page. Does she want a body that comes off the page? No, I do. Maybe she just needs legs. Let's see about it. She might just need legs. Oh, Meri, thank you so much. That is so sweet of you, Meri. Thank you. Thank you, dear. Okay, let's see here. If we just put her legs so that the lady's head has some little legs. I kind of like that. Yep. Yes, the lady's head's going to have some legs. Sometimes we don't need a body. We just need legs. She has to be able to get around. Okay. Now, one of the other things that I do when I do one of these pages is I coat the entire page with my Mod Podge. The walking head, that's right. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to glue her down. And if you guys don't know already, if you haven't been on my channel, hi, Roy. Completely forgot I've been. Uh-oh. Well, Roy, I hope it clears up and it's gone. Now she looks like a human pineapple. Oh, dear. Okay. I use a mixture of Mod Podge and glue. The point of the glue, and the glue is I use Elmer's Glue All, not Elmer's School Glue. You got to be careful not to have Elmer's School Glue. But I mix it half and half with Mod Podge and a little bit of water. And I actually have a tutorial kind of video on that because the glue keeps my pages from sticking together. When I first started doing this and I used matte medium or Mod Podge, I don't like the texture of matte medium. It's just one of those things, and I find that for me, matte medium has a very bad habit of making things bleed. I just don't like matte medium, and lots and lots of collage artists use matte medium, but I don't like it. So I don't use it. And the Mod Podge and glue, the Mod Podge was making my pages stick together. So I ended up using a mixture, and the mixture means the pages don't stick together. Go. Hi, is Becky here? Hi, Becky. Hi, everyone. Got to get her nose on first because her eyes kind of go over her nose, and her hair definitely goes over her nose. Oh, her nose needs to come much further down. There we go. Now, there is no way I'm going to be able to finish this particular piece this morning. So probably, just so y'all know, I will probably do some pin work on it on Sunday, just for the fun of it. I'm going to do some pin work if I get a chance on one of the other ones, but Roy, mixing things together, trial and error. If you're talking about art, yeah, that's the whole. I guess that's the whole point of art when I'm playing, is to see what fun things I can mix together. But I do take this Mod Podge over the whole page. Several reasons. My pens like it better than if it's on a blank on a loose painty page. They just like being on the paper better. Now she's going to have hair that goes off the edge, which means that she's going to have hair that I have to trim. Most likely I will trim it. We might leave it up there. There. Oh yeah, look it. She's going to have rings that come down from her hair. So we will definitely have to incorporate that into our picture when we do it. Hi, Anne. So this is where I would stop. And that's why I have multiple books. Because I don't use the heat tool. And the reason I don't is because basically all these acrylic mediums are plastic. And if you use a heat tool, it can alter the plastic. And so I don't. I will set this aside just like this. Actually, I'll take that out and set it aside. And then I'll come in here and I specifically marked one. But I've lost my pages. Okay, we'll work with this one. And then I'll pull out my pens. And now back when I did these originally, because these are old. I mean, these are probably 8, 9 years old at least. I probably was using just whatever paint pens I could buy at Walmart because I didn't have access to a lot of things. I didn't know about a lot of things. She's going to get the mower trim on her hair. That's right. Good morning, Carol. Okay, where's my little pen? Got to have the little pen first. And if you guys have been watching me do my iCads, I tend to use the little pen first and then go over it with a bigger, wider pen. That's just something that's happened in the last year or two. But that is one of those things that I have learned. If I do the little pen first, I don't I don't have as many qualms about drawing. If I start out with that big pen, it's hard for me to get my kind of my mojo going kind of thing. So I kind of start out with the smaller pen and then I go over it. Yes, Vanessa is next in about 5 minutes, I think. And hello to everyone. I'm so glad everyone is here. I'm just going to start by outlining things because that just makes everything pop and stand out. We'll bring things back in. We'll add stuff. And see, it's kind of messy. And of course, I'm kind of rushing. I need to slow down. I'm glad everyone is here. I am so thankful that Meri was able to swap places with me because I really had an idea for this and I thought it would be so much fun to do. And now I think she just kind of ended up with a mustache. So it's one of those things. Don't ask why. I don't know. Can I go till about 10? Yes, Vanessa, I can. Yes. I will have to get off then because I have to get ready to go to the eye doctor. But I certainly can because that I can. It's definitely not going to be done. Thank you, Meri. I'm glad that is. I'm glad people think it's fun. That's the thing. I think that is one of the reasons why Teesha's work kind of inspired me to start, was because it was fun. It didn't have to be realistic. My drawing skills are lacking. I work at it, but I'm not good at it. Collage is more fun for me. And these kind of, I don't know what you want to call them, things where you add stuff and create stuff and kind of world that this is not in any way realistic. It kind of, that's what caught me, I think, that it could be so out there. I don't know why she got a mustache this morning, but she did. Okay, maybe I have an idea. Maybe she's going to get flowers on the sides of her face. And just so y'all know, I can't read chat very well this morning at all. Yep, looks like a Groucho Marx mustache. It does, and I'm not sure I really like it in there, but that's all right. Hi, Gail. In your world, you would have the V8 lady's body on the right. Oh, yes, that's true. I would too. That's true. I might have that V8 lady's body up too. Okay, so I think what's going to happen is we're going to have like so happening here. We got to come back to that. I don't know why that just decided it was going to happen. Sometimes it does. And you know the worst of it all? Okay, so say I really messed this up. What do we have to do? We just paint over it, or we just ignore it, because this is a book made out of whatever papers I happen to have laying on the table. And if it was magazine paper, it was probably out of one of the magazines that I would get that had heavier pages. but it would be that I took the pages out of the magazine. I didn't actually fold it into the magazine. I don't like that at all. It looks very weird. I'm not liking this mustache. But oh, Rachel thinks it's a good addition. So but something about it is not talking to me. Maybe if I put some white on it, it will make me happier. My pens are all over the place right now because I've been doing iCAD, so I never know what exactly I've got where. The white dots and things sometimes soften it up. Thank you, Mary. Menopause mustache. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, that's okay. You guys are gonna make me laugh so hard I'm gonna cry and I won't be able to do anymore. Okay. But that is one of the things I always have to remember is that when you add the white to the black, and basically white and black pens are about all I ever use. There is another artist I really admire for her dots and doodles, and that's Jean Peter Strombo. Her channel is Jean Peter Artist. And if I can remember later today, I will go down and put a link in the description box to her channel. But she does some really interesting pen work, and she uses lots of colored pens. And I just, for some reason, the colored pens and I just don't work together real well. I just really like the black and white ones. I guess I use my color in other ways. Thank you, Vanessa. Don't forget that the hop is going to go over to Vanessa's channel at about 8:15, I guess, and that there are other hoppers, and the list is down below in the video in the description box. And Meri will be, I think, on again later too. Now, one of the things I didn't do in the beginning, and that's kind of just give her a little more round, and I'm just going to add in where it changes the shape a little. One of the things I have found since I made these books is that I like to work on individual pages and bind them together afterwards, because I have a habit of turning my book upside down like this. And it makes it so much easier if I can move the pages around if they're not already bound in a book. So that's one of the things I learned about the way I work. So a lot of times anymore, I don't actually put my pages together until later. I think I'm watching my time and I'm about out. Yep. Okay, you know what? This might be, we might change her and add, make her face larger and go out and around her mustache so that she has more of a face. Vanessa, will be on next. It's Vanessa Rose Designs. Thank you, Vanessa. Her her channel link is down in my description box. Although um I think Meri has popped it on there a couple of times. Um, Remember to check out Teesha's channel, even if there's not a lot of videos there. Um, she's one of the first collage artists that I watched. I really enjoyed some of the things that she did. Um, and now she was not a junk journalist and that kind of thing. And I kind of grew into that. But I really thought that this was very interesting and fun. Oh, it's 7:15. At 7:15, Vanessa will be on. Thank you, Arlene. Thank you, guys. I really, really appreciate you all being here. Remember to say thank you to Meri. Those thumbs up are very important to me. Thank you so, so much for being here. And I'm going to run because I have 45 minutes to get ready and get out the door. Love you all. And go have fun and make some art. Bye-bye. Thank you.